One of the reasons we've gotten here is we have viewed the economy as a machine, not what it truly is. And so we've said, like any machine, you can perfect it. You can perfect it. You can perfect its efficiency to the absolute degree. Instead of being a machine, instead of being Amazon, our economy is more like the Amazon, which is a complex adaptive system. And what's key about it? One, it's complex, right? So it's really hard to figure out what's connected to what. It's a system, which means lots of things are connected to one another, and it adapts constantly. So the rules of how it works do not stay the same. Just like in the Amazon, when a little tree grows from behind a big tree, it'll grow sideways as necessary to get to sunlight. It adapts to the context. And that's what's happening is this economy is adapting and adapting to this application of pressure and producing these more extreme outcomes. Extreme outcomes being rising inequality that's going completely off the charts, the consolidation and oligopolization of more and more industries, and the rise of great monopolies are all consistent with a Pareto distribution that is driven by what we are doing to it. What's the recipe for bringing this back into a better alignment? It's to balance this pursuit of efficiency with pursuit of resilience, with the desire for resilience. Both efficiency is good. I'm not saying in this book that efficiency is bad, but it's when more is not better. You know, ice cream is good. Too much ice cream is not good. Efficiency is good. Too much, if it makes you less resilient. And that is what I'd argue we are. We're making democracy, the democratic part of democratic capitalism, less resilient. We're making industries less resilient. They're becoming monocultures. And in order to do that, we have to balance kind of three things. We've got to balance this incessant pressure kind of with friction. Sometimes friction is a good thing. It's like a governor on a car, a restrictor plate on NASCAR cars. We put friction into systems to make sure that they don't go to unproductive extremes. We've got to balance the desire for perfection, which is when you're operating a machine, you try to get it to operate to perfection. With when you're dealing with a complex adaptive system, you're just trying to improve it. And actually, continuous attempts to improve are better than seeking perfection. And we've got to balance connectedness. We're connecting more and more things as if connectedness in and of itself is a good thing, right? And we learned with that great, blackout that blacked out the eastern U.S. and Ontario and Quebec, where the entire grid was so tightly connected that when one tree hit one wire in Ohio, we all lost our power. With separation that makes sure that we don't have these massive catastrophic collapses. So what we need to do is think about balance, think about these balances, or I fear democratic capitalism will come to an end, potentially.